Alright, so today we're going to be doing a review on my Trophyline Covert Pro saddle, my Trophyline platform, and my Hawk Helium climbing sticks. So let's get started. Alright, so we're going to start with the my saddle first. So I just keep my saddle in the off season. This is just a bag that came with some other gear and stuff I bought. I just keep it in here. It keeps all my ropes and everything together. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. Just make sure I know where everything's at. So here's my saddle. I'll step in front of the camera. So I have it in the Mossy Oak Bottomlands camo. And then I have two side pouches, or dump bags is what they call them. And then I run it's just a little clip that you can put a rope in and it cinches down for when I'm pulling my bow up. And then I have these Kydex clips right here. And these are what I hang my steps on. And I will show you guys that in a minute. So I got the bags. So carabiner clip right here. And then the ropes. So one thing that's super nice about Trophyline stuff is all of it is quick connect on their buckles. So you just set it to your size you need, and then they just clip right in, or they disconnect like that. They're real quick, simple, and easy to use. And then you do your two leg straps. So I run my leg straps just a little loose. I want to be able to slide my hands in there real easy and not have any problems. I don't want anything to bind up, or I don't want any restriction when I'm trying to climb in case I need to really stretch one of my legs out. I run two carabiners. I keep one right here for my lineman rope all the time. And I keep my lineman rope right here on the left hand side. So I pull my lineman rope out when I'm climbing. I approach the tree and I take it and I clip it right in. I have one of their duck ascenders, so you can just use one hand when you're climbing the tree to keep you strapped to it, and I can adjust how much rope I need. So that way if I need to get close to the tree, so I can just stay right here, put my sticks up, I'm good to go. And then once I'm up on my platform, I just take it with one hand. I generally loosen mine, take it with one hand. I can just disconnect it. It's good to go. It'll drop back and around the tree. I grab it. And it goes right back into my dump pouch. It's real quick, simple, and easy. And then my pouch right here on my right side is where I keep my tether rope. It just comes out, and I keep it attached on one side always to the D-loop that comes on the saddles. And then I have a carabiner with the rope or the knot that they have on. It just clips right here on the right side. And then it'll go and attach to my rope that's up around the tree. So I keep mine set, I like it just below my chin once I'm tethered there. So I keep the slack here. This rope where it attaches can be anywhere up higher as long as it reaches down. And I have that right here in this bag. So let's grab it out. I have two carabiners on this rope. I'll come closer. So I have two carabiners on this rope. One thing that's nice about these Trophyline carabiners, they are a black diamond carabiner. And they have this red lock that you can tighten, and it keeps them from opening once you're in. So that way they don't come undone on you. So how I run mine is I take this rope once I'm up in the tree. I go around the tree and I connect one carabiner to the knot side. I tighten that knot around the tree, and it'll hang down to about right there. So I'm putting this up just about as high as my arm will reach for this rope to hang like this. And then my tether rope just comes up. It's a lot easier when there's an actual tree here. Clips in, and then you're good to go. and you just sit here like this. I do wear my saddle going to and from the tree when I'm in the woods. There's been a handful of times where I haven't, and it's when I've had to walk half mile to 3/4 of a mile plus back to my stand, and I just didn't want to be wearing this the whole time because some of these areas I go are pretty thick and brushy, and I didn't want to have to be crawling through all of that with the saddle and a rope get pulled out or snagged. But 90% of the time I'm wearing my saddle to the tree stand. So when I'm going to the tree stand, I take this rope here. I know that, you know, it's kind of hanging down. For some people it might be annoying. But I hook it right here on this side. So on my left side to the D loop, or the big lineman rope loop that is on the saddle. Put this rope back in its pouch. So this one will hang down like this, and I just take it, and when I'm walking, you know, it's not in the way, I just tuck it through my waist belt. So it's just right here, it's not really in the way. If these start making too much noise, I carry, where do I keep them? I have some over here. I keep these little twist ties or gear ties, everyone's seen them. I'll just go through, twist it real quick, and now they're not banging around, they're just real, I'll show it right there, they're real tight, and kind of keep that out of the way, and those aren't going to slide and make any noise. And these things weigh, you know, pretty much nothing, so I just keep a couple in one of my bags or through one of the many loops that are on this saddle. One reason I went with this particular saddle is I live in Michigan, so we get some kind of colder winters here, and it can get kind of windy, and this saddle blocks the wind so that when I'm hanging there I just don't have wind hitting me in the back. And it has a higher waist belt for your back, so that when you're leaning back you have more support higher up on your back, and it's not all right there on your lower back. So my platform, pull this table back up. Here is my platform and 3 sticks. So when I'm going to the stand, I always have my backpack with me, and I strap this to my backpack or my frame pack, whatever one I'm taking with me, how it sets right here. And these are Night Ease straps. They're just like a hard, like rubber or like a soft plasticky strap that buckles everything together. And I run 2, one higher on the sticks and one lower. And how these work is you just pull it and they come undone. So once I get to the tree, I undo these from my backpack. I'll take these off, and I just leave these set on the ground the whole time I'm hunting. They just stay right at the base of the tree so I don't drop them or worry about them. And then I run 3 sticks. So my first stick I'll put right on the tree, right, you know, before I do anything else. That's the very first thing I'm doing. As soon as I get these off, I put that first one on. And I'll show you on this one how I wrap them, how I keep them wrapped, and then how these work. So these Hawk helium sticks, these are their 3-step sticks. They're 30 inches a piece, and the set weighs about 3 pounds. So you're looking at a pound, give or take, per stick. And then my platform, which I'll get to in a second, weighs just around 5. So with my platform, my sticks, my saddle, ropes, I'm looking at a 10-pound setup to get up and down the tree. So my sticks, I keep my upper 2 when I'm walking and stuff are always in the upright position. This rope just folds off. It goes right around the tree. And this rope that comes with them has excess loops sewn in about every 2 inches, and it just goes right over the center knob right there. And then you pull down and it locks it in against the tree. That's all there is to it. And then when you're taking them off, it's sitting there like this. I just pull down and it comes right off. to store them back up, I just come down just below the middle step and under my thumb. I just keep wrapping them until I get to a little bit of the tail left. And then just wrap it right around and to the stick itself. Once I have it on there, I just fold my steps back up, tightens down on the strap, and it doesn't go anywhere. That way, when I get there, I just undo it, pull it, and it's good to go. So that's my first stick. My second stick, I'm testing out 2 different ways this summer. I'm going to be climbing and making some videos shooting. I'm testing out 2 different ways how I want to hang them. Last year I used zip ties on the second step. This year I'm using these gear ties again. And what I do is those Kydex clips that I showed before on the saddle, I take and I just hook these right on it. So now my stick is there, my hands are free, I can climb up and down, I can walk, I can do whatever. It takes a lot for this to come off. And my second one, I still have a zip tie on. I'm going to play around with different ways. The zip tie goes on. Zip tie is definitely easier to go in and out, but it's harder to find it when I'm kind of doing stuff in the dark. This orange one's a little bigger. It's easier to feel with my hands, but it's harder to get in and out. But I keep them both in. I generally keep the sticks or the spikes pointed to the outside, so that way they're not poking me. They stay like that. Here's both of them. They're out of the way. This one here, I have the clip a little further back. That way I can just kind of push this one to the side. I generally work from left to right. I don't know why, I'm right-handed, but that's just how it works easier for me when I'm climbing. So now on my platform, we are running a trophy line platform. Folds down like that, folds upright. To get this on the tree, what you're trying to do, take a step back, is it has a strap that comes with it. Let's see, I'll pull it this way. So you go right around the back of the tree, has a big red knob that's easy to see. It goes right around and over, just like that. And when you do this, you want your platform in the upright position. So when I do mine, I fold my platform down, I'll put this on, and once I get it on, I'll tighten it so that there's tension holding that strap there. I fold my platform back up, reach over, and I snug it a little bit more, and then you pull this down. And what it does, as you can see here on the back, this right here is what's touching the tree. And then there's spikes down here inside that touch the tree. So it kicks your platform kind of like that. So you have a canter back towards the tree, and it locks it in so it can't go anywhere. And I mean, it's super simple. So I climb up. If you're right-handed, you're going to want to be opposite from how you would be in a normal tree stand. So when I'm climbing up, I know that I'm facing the tree, so wherever I'm going to be shooting is going to be to my left. So, you know, if I was in a normal stand, I'd want to be on the opposite side of a tree. But since I'm in the saddle, I'm facing the tree, I'm going to be on the back side from where like a typical ladder stand would be. And then when I'm climbing my tree, I look at where I want to be. I want to pick a spot to put my sticks just to the left of that. Because when I get up there, I want to take my platform here. My platform, I forgot to mention, just hangs right on the back. I keep another one of those Kydex clips there. So you can see I got everything on here. I just keep another one of those Kydex clips back there where it hangs. I got everything on here. I mean, that buckle's making noise because I don't have it secured how I normally do. But yeah, I keep everything here. It's pretty simple. One thing I need to get is a set of aiders to add onto these. I can climb about 12 to 14 feet to the bottom of my platform with these 3 sticks. I'd like to get a little more without having to stretch so much. But that is the simple, you know, 4 pieces in the saddle to get up and down out of the tree works real well. But back to what I was saying was, so I'm going to approach the tree and I set my sticks up to the left of where I want my platform to be. And when I get up there, I set my platform up just to the right so I can step over onto it and I'm ready to go. And then when I come down, I step back onto my sticks, take my platform down, I hang it on the back, and I start taking my sticks off as I climb down. It's pretty quick, simple, fairly quiet setup. I mean, it's not near as quiet as if I already had a ladder stand set up there, but it's not as rigid as a ladder stand where I have to sit in that tree every time. If I notice that I'm sitting in the same spot and deer coming out 60 yards down the field all year, I don't have to move that stand. I can just walk down that way, climb up a tree there, and I'm ready to go. For a mobile setup, I definitely recommend the Trophyline setup. I've looked at a few different saddles. I've tried some. This is the one that, for everything I was looking for, this one fits me the best, and I think you should give them a try too. Coming in a few weeks, we're going to be doing videos where I'm going to be climbing a tree, shooting out of it, and showing that setup there. And then I'll be doing it with some type of bag. I'll show how I put my straps on, how when I get up in the tree, how I hang my bow, and I do all of that stuff. If you have any other videos you want me to do, drop a like and leave a comment, or you can message me personally and I'll get to them as soon as possible.
Labor I've been doing ain't got no reason or rhyme, and I can hardly wait for it to finally be quitting time. And I've been pushing steel through a rundown Rust Belt plant, and I can't wait to head on home so I can take my gal to dance. How I'll take my gal to dance. Oh, I'll take my gal to dance.